Hi, friends. Guess what? It's story time. And our story today is called Pete the Cat Goes Camping. This should be fun. Before we start our story, how about we review some things about books? So, this right here, where we see a picture of Pete and the title and all of this other fun stuff, this is called the what, friends? The cover page. That's right. This is the cover page. And there's a lot of good stuff we can see on the cover page. Down at the bottom, if you can see, it says by James Dean. When we say by James Dean, then that means James Dean is the what? James Dean is the author because the author writes the words in our story. Then, if we turn our book this way, we're no longer looking at the front cover. Now we're looking at the back cover. If you said back cover, very good. Then if we turn it this way, this tiny little thing that goes up and down right here, who remembers what that's called? That's called the spine of our book. Now we talked about who writes the words, but what about the pictures? How do we know who makes the pictures? What's that person called? That person's called the illustrator. Very good. And the illustrator of this book makes some really cool pictures of Pete the cat. When we open up the book to the first page, it kind of looks a lot like the cover, right? What do we call that page? That's right, that page is called the title page. Again, we'll see our title, which is Pete the Cat Goes Camping. And then down at the bottom, it'll tell us again who our author is. And it's going to give us pretty pictures so we can see illustrations. So this is called the title page. Good job for remembering all that, friends. So let's begin our story. Pete is excited to go camping for the first time. Don't forget your sleeping bag, says Dad. Or your hiking boots, Mom says. The campsite is deep in the woods, and Mom and Dad set up the tent. Pete and Bob help collect sticks so that they can help to make a fire later. Pete and Bob go for a hike. Bob shows Pete the footprints of all different animals. Do you think we will see anything cool, asks Pete. Maybe, says Bob. Pete and his dad go fishing. They must be very quiet and very still if they want to catch a fish. Fishing takes a long time. They finally catch some fish. How many of my friends have been fishing before with Mom or Dad? Or maybe Grandpa or Uncle? Fishing's cool. I used to fish with my mom and my aunt when I was little. Mom builds a fire and cooks the fish for dinner. It tastes yummy. Fish does taste yummy. Next, Pete toasts marshmallows. Marshmallows are yummy too. Pete makes s'mores with chocolate and graham crackers. Ooh. It starts to get dark out. Bob tells Pete a story about a scary, hairy giant. The giant lives in the woods, and his name is Bigfoot. Do you think Bigfoot lives here? Asked Pete. No one has ever seen Bigfoot, says Bob. Don't let Bob scare you, says Dad. Bigfoot is not real, Mom says. Pete sighs with relief. Phew, that was close. Wouldn't want to run into Bigfoot, right? But if he is real, I bet he's friendly, says Dad. And I bet he likes s'mores too. That's not scary, thinks Pete. Maybe he wants a s'more, so Pete leaves one for his hairy friend. Soon it's time for bed. Lights out, boys, Dad says. Bob and Pete share a tent. Pete gets into the sleeping bag and it's cozy, but he can't sleep. Look at Pete and Bob in their sleeping bags. Friends, what color is Bob's sleeping bag? That's right, it's red. And what color is Pete's sleeping bag? Blue, that's right. Good job. The woods seem extra dark, and all the sounds seem extra loud at night. Pete hears a weird swooshing sound. What's that? He asks Bob. That's just the wind, says Bob. Do you think Pete is happy, sad, or scared? Yeah, I think Pete's a little scared. Pete hears an odd chirping noise. Chirp, 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 chirp. What's that? He asks out loud. Pete, those are just crickets. Then Pete hears a strange hooting sound. Hoo, hoo. What's that? He wonders. That's just an owl. Pete thinks of his own friend, Owl. Pete hears a loud snapping noise. Crack! What is that? He wonders. But Bob is already fast asleep. Pete listens carefully and he hears it again. Crack! Is that Bigfoot? Pete peeks outside, but it's too dark to see anything. I don't know. Do you think it's Bigfoot? Let's find out. When Pete wakes up, he checks the spot where he left the s'more for Bigfoot. The s'more is gone. And there's a note that says, "Thank you for the treat." Wow. Do you think Bigfoot ate the treat? Let's see. There is a note and it says, "Thanks for the treat, XOXO." That means hugs and kisses. Pete shows his family. Wow, I knew Bigfoot was real, says Bob. Pete knows Bigfoot is not scary. Just because he looks different, it doesn't mean he's scary. He even likes s'mores too. That was a great story, friends. And we can learn a lot from Pete because people, just like Bigfoot, are different. Some people are tall, some people are short, some people are darker, some people are lighter, some people have brown eyes, some people have blue eyes. But different doesn't need to mean scary. Different is just that. It's just different. I'm sure you can look at your friend and you can see something different about your friend than you. But they're still going to be your friend at the end of the day, right? Just like Miss Wanda's your friend forever. Bye. See you next time.